Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and straight up I'm going to apologize. I forgot to do a voiceover and upload this video. It's now June and this was my April tag for the Kitaholics, the 12 tags of Kitaholic Kits. So I've cut my tag shape out and you can find it in the members forum as a download printable if you want the same size tag. And I had I've made this a while ago, sorry, I'm trying to remember. It was the 4x6 card from the pocket page kit, and I had this strip left over from a scrapbook layout and I wanted to use the top of that. So I'm just kind of piecing the pieces together, and I'm going to add some washi tape later on to cover them joins. I'm using Mod Podge, is that how you say it? Just to glue down my paper and just trimming around the edges there. I do cover front and back. So these are the those resist 3x4 cards where you can add mixed media to them, and the little quote will appear. It will resist the paint in that. And I was just playing around with some tissue paper there and play around with a few things to see what I might like to put on my tag. So I did play around with that blue trim for a while. I thought I might use it, but I ended up going with that really thin gold washi to join, to cover them joints, sorry. So now I've got my watercolors out, and these ones I bought from Big W, and I'm just mixing some orange and red together to get the color I want, and then I'll paint the card that's got the resist on it. And I do go over it a couple of times. I actually come back a bit later on and darken up around the words. So just getting the colors the way I want, and now I'm going to paint. Now I've grabbed that washi tape and I'm going to put one in that join where the paper doesn't quite meet, and I decided to put another strip along underneath it so it looked like two strips of, well, it does look like two strips of washi going across. And I did use my glossy accents because I find that as I go down in the roll, the adhesive is not the best. Getting down towards the end there, just playing around with some of the die cuts from the kits, and it's a very pastel card this time. This is where I go over with the paint and kind of darken it up around where the words are, and drop a few splatters on there as well. And I did add some color shine to my tag, a few splatters there, just to bring in some more gold. and on the little quote card as well, just so it all goes together. And now I'm going to cover the back, and I just trace around the tag and cut it out and stick it on. Okay, so after all that fussing about, I'm getting ready to stick things down, and I only put glue in the middle of this quote card because I want to curl the edges up, and also it gives me the opportunity to tuck the flowers and that in underneath without having to worry about ripping it up with the glue sitting right at the edge there. And just use my glossy accents to stick everything down. I find that it's the glue that I reach for the most. I'm going to stick all these flat to the tag with some of it hanging off the edge. I really love the look of that. And this flower on the top will be popped up on some foam adhesive. So I did fuss about a lot with this tag, and I grabbed that that gold sequin trim from my stash, and I had this little bit of trim left over. I believe it might have been November's kit, maybe. I can't remember. And I wanted to match it to the colors in the tag, so I grabbed some abandoned coral distress paint, or what it yet? Paint or stain? I think it's paint, and just coloring up this bit of trim so I can put it up on the top of my tag there. And now I'm getting ready to staple my trims to the top of my tag, and I just pop them both there and staple them, and then I think I glue down those little acrylic pieces, those little gold ones that we got. I thought they went really well, and they're very dainty and small, and I just scattered them on the tag. I also did my little made by kind of journaling thing, I guess you'd call it, just to put on the back for what month it was, and the date that I created this tag. So all that's left now is to glue down those little acrylic pieces, and I am done. Hope you enjoyed watching. I'm going to try and get May's, I know it's June now, but I'll try and get May's up pretty soon, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!